Reviews I have done in the past have been of games I have already played. I would just hop back on and record some gameplay for 30 minutes or so, but this time I purchased and played the Henry Stickmin collection for the sole purpose of this review. The footage you are seeing was captured during my entire playthrough of the game. The reason I am trying this is to hopefully have some more variety in my footage and make it so that once I am done recording my audio, I can go straight to editing. But there is one major reason I am trying this now. We are at the dawn of the next generation of consoles. As it begins, the market will be flooded with many promising titles, and critics like me are going to have our work cut out reviewing them all. By recording my entire playthrough as opposed to 30 minutes of scrambling before I start the editing process, it will lighten my workload as well as remove some of the stress the scramble ensues. Since we are on the topic of the new console generation, this leads me to my next announcement. My reviews have been all over the place as I try to expand my library of videos, but one game I am guaranteeing I will review is the Demon Souls remake. I am a huge Dark Souls fan, so I will be doing this game at some point. The reason I am saying this is that I won't be reviewing it for a while, as PS5s are completely sold out and I don't know when I will be able to get one. So I am saying now that it may be until the end of the year before I review it, as I will also aim to finish it in its entirety as well. Okay, with all my announcements done, let's jump straight into my review of the Henry Stickmin collection. Remember that if you enjoy this video and would like to see more like it, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. It greatly helps the channel. The Henry Stickmin collection is a collection of games where you play as a stick figure and are faced with many choices to achieving your goals. In this collection, you get the creator's newest game, completing the mission, as well as remasters of all 5 of the previous games. I really like the title screen. It's very obvious a lot of thought went into the animations, icons, and music. One critique I have right off the bat, however, is that the game doesn't by default support full screen. You have to enable a beta through Steam, and when you do, the game crashes a lot more. This is only a minor inconvenience, and the game only crashes during long play sessions, however. Even when it crashes, you can instantly get back to where you were using the map. This is definitely more of a nitpick than a real problem with the game. Moving on to the real reason people play games, the gameplay. Whenever your character encounters an obstacle, you are presented with a variety of choices, with only one being correct. The others will result in a hilarious fail, which is the main reason people, including myself, play this series. Some of the fails are pure gold. Even the successful choices are often pretty funny as well. This is where it is obvious the developer has a clear understanding of Gen Z culture. Some of the options are references to popular media or memes. I personally appreciate the JoJo reference. Brownie points there. One major problem with the game is that since there are a fixed number of outcomes, the replay value of the games definitely take a hit. I imagine for the first 5 games, you would need to wait a while after beating them in order to forget which options are the correct ones. But for completing the mission, due to the sheer number of options, you would probably only need to wait a few weeks to fully forget. I just finished that one, and I'm already starting to forget which options were the right ones. And I guess that's the way these games are designed. You play them, getting every outcome you can in a week or so. Take a break for a month or 2, then do it again. As opposed to games like RPGs, which have you sinking chronic amounts of time into. For example, Bloodborne. If you really like Bloodborne, like me, it is probably the only game you play for several months. But likewise, you probably need to take a break from the game for several months. I don't view either style as more effective, but a game using the RPG style might have an easier time pawning off their DLCs, battle passes, content updates, whatever they're calling them now, onto you. Spending more money on a game you only play for a week at a time is a tougher sell. Okay, Tangent aside, I actually like the art style a lot more than I thought I would. It's a very simplistic style, but executed with pretty good attention to detail and quite a bit of charm. Yes, some characters do look alike, but my favorite part is how the developer acknowledges this and incorporates it into some of the fails. I won't delve into the story because it's not very complex and it makes the game fun learning about it. The Henry Stickmin collection is a testament to why I love indie developers so much. The charm, the wit, the humor, the attention to detail. It reminds me that the developer is an actual human being, not some big corporation obsessed with your money, even at the loss of any and all respect you have for them. There isn't a whole lot of replay value, but there is enough content in completing the mission alone to justify a $15 price tag. But on top of that, it includes a bonus 5 other games. I have gotten more content and enjoyment out of this collection than some games I've paid $60 for. For this price, the Henry Stickmin collection is a no-brainer. If you have even the slightest interest in this game, buy it right now.